cannot stop me. I'ma make it to the top spot. See, call a covenant. Weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain. That's a blessing. New focus, no guessing. Just
punch that we've seen other teams try and then fail with. And then Infamous, well, there's that flexibility all the way until the end.
Over on the other side, hold on, DNM. He's in trouble. Sladen's just going to leap after him, keeping the right clicks on him, and first blood goes the way of Infamous, and AP1 is just unfortunate.
Nope, he definitely is, as Mooz does dive bottom. But nope, Sebas is doing a great job fighting for a lot of those denies, just straight up, just doing a good job.
This little maneuver, he goes wide right, trying to avoid the vision. Instead, he walks directly on top of it, so there's no sneaky play there, and since they know the Tusk isn't coming bot,
it's an unfortunate situation where you're scouted out, you waste all of your time. Kits, though, dies for the regen rune. And that's kind of sad, because the regen rune wasn't even there. It spawned toward bottom, so just dove in a little bit too deep. They do get a return kill bottom, though, with the Solar Guardian, which is
all the way forward, but his Starstorm is dodged, and now Sladen has to use the last leap charge to get away, because there's a very angry spider on his ass, and he is going to be able to track down the kill with Kits. And all of a sudden, this fight's looking a little bit awkward. Catnew has now been kind of caught out in the middle of nowhere. Sebas is suddenly fighting alone. He used the Walrus Punch. It wasn't enough damage. Now he's rooted. Now he's dead. And 5Rat somehow come out of that with no casualties, which is at this point as Oscar, well, as we said before, his role is to try and defend the tower, but it's a bit of a tough ask here with 3 heroes on him. The Dream Coil was committed, but Sebas is in. The Solar Guardian's going to be used point-blank range to get the stun onto the Spider, but they need to be able to finish him off, and right now, they're not doing it. There's the glimpse, though. Full speed back in. Kinetic Field prevents him from running, as I've been looking for all game long, as now they're going to go mid. The Wraith King was trying to push. I don't know if they have the firepower for this one, though. I don't think they realized how many 5-Rat heroes were in, and Oscar, he's just kind of suiciding forward, looking for whatever damage he can, but they don't find the kill. DNM, he's dropping low ET, but with the armlet toggle, he's somehow still not dead. Now he goes down, but that's just going to pop the reincarnation. And Sebas, can you hold your ground? He is going to be able to get in there. Takes down Mooz. The Static Storm now deployed as well, but there's no kinetic field to follow it up, so they just kind of walk out of it.
You bottom, but at the same time,
find this kill on Kataro, though.
Yeah, I don't know. They missed the coil as well, I think.
Now they definitely can't. Yeah, Mooz is going to get taken down. Kits has to walk away. And I do believe the coil actually did hit. It's just Kataro instantly snapped it as quickly as he could, so they didn't really have much lockdown onto him. And now Speed, over on the other side, is in some trouble. The Stormhammer connects onto him. Once again, Kits. Well, hold on. He may not be out yet. Yeah, the arrow is going to hit, but by this point, Sladen's really the only one keeping this chase going, and Kits is kind of starting to realize that, so not much of a play to be made there. Over in the middle lane, though, they are trying for Oscar. They get the root down. The freezing field's coming in. Oscar is going to get taken down underneath his own tier 1 tower, so Kits provides a distraction. 3 heroes chasing him top. They go in. They get the kill. They get the tower. Unfortunately, Kits then gets jumped on back top once they realize where the rest of 5-Rat are.
That super long team fight where everything is just kind of baited out of Infamous, and then they run out of gas. So that'll be it. DNM, he gets glimpsed back defensively. And Kits, kill.
Oh, he will get the kill. And he actually pulled Sebas in there with the snowball, so your Tusk is losing quite a bit of his HP. He has to back off. Oscar is being chased for the moment. As DNM blinks in, gets the stun, toggles the armlet, so he's not going to get taken down there, and okay, 5-Rat strike. It's a little bit messy with the glimpse kind of messing their timing up a little bit, but they still find 2 kills. They force some heroes back to defend against this bottom push, and maybe not the largest in the world, but they're doing quite a bit with it, although now they need to make sure Speed doesn't get picked off. Cog's placed in a perfect spot. Sebas now gets rooted as well by the Frostbite, and he needs backup. Teammates are coming in, but it may be a little bit too late. He's going to get slowed and rooted again. They find that kill. They take Catnew down as well. And Infamous, it's time to take a step back. And the number one thing you do not want to do if you are going for a triple BKB rush is have one of your cores being forced into using theirs before the other 2 even have them up, because then your timings are really just ruined. That timing, though, pretty spectacular. Blink stuff does a lot more for you, right? 5-Rat's plans in a lot of these fights have been bait someone in and then sort of spring a trap on them. The disarm is going to be a little bit more helpful. This, though, is maybe some cause for concern. That's reincarnation being used. Static Storm now thrown onto DNM in the aftermath, and he needs backup. His teammates are trying to come over, but the Glimpse does pull him back in, but the Static Storm has ended, and now Kits connects. There's going to be the Dream Coil onto 3. BKBs, though, coming out. They're going to continue their chase onto the Wraith King single-mindedly going for that kill, but now, can you deal with the rest of the lineup? Well, with Godstrength still up, yeah, they can get through Kits pretty damn fast, but that is just his first life. Aegis brings him back up, and he's a little bit pissed. Pushing his way onto Oscar. They get the silence down onto him, but they don't want to chase further into that tree line, and meantime, Mooz did get his hands on an Aghanim Scepter, so the overclock is going to give them a little bit more in the way of just straight-up ability to make plays like this. Mooz jumps in, got the flare vision onto Katyu. That Solar Guardian is coming in, but it's too late to save, but they are looking for the fight. They get the stun into the arrow to follow it up. Starstorm now deployed, and DNM, oh, Reincarnation already popped. They're going to try and set onto him a second time. There's that Static Storm. Kinetic Field follows. They've got him trapped. The Wraith King's going to get taken down. Kits, Dream Coil is deployed, but they just can't get into this fight. Speed, though, is going to try and make it happen. Getting in, pushing onto Guitarro. Do they have the damage for the kill? Yes, they do. And I think they're going to slowly start to turn this. The Snowball, though, from Sebas is going to break up some of that, but the Freezing Field was channeling out the entire time. And AB1 cleans house. Double kill for Crystal Maiden. And 5Rat, they still lose DNM, but that fight just looks so much cleaner for them, and they might get more. Kits, he lands from the Eul Scepter just in time to cancel Sladen's TP with his own Euls. But again, not the highest damage output in the world here on the puck, but eventually he'll get the job done.
Yeah, and 5Rat, even though DNM might be a little bit upset, they got their long, messy engagement that they wanted. Every BKB was used to ensure that DNM died infamous. It's where one or two more botched fights like that, suddenly the Wraith King isn't dying that second time, and then you're probably just going to lose the game.
And it is worth noting, the only reason the Wraith King dies in the first place is because Katyu bought back, TP'd in to get the Static Storm down, so you know, resources were used there. I say resources, pretty much everything that they had, as you pointed out. All their BKBs, all their big spells, and they won't simply be able to do that same play. And I mentioned before, you know, it felt like if something was going to happen, Infamous would have to be the team to do it. Obviously, that is no longer the case, but from their perspective, they may want it to be again, because if they don't initiate, well, you're going to lose somebody right away, and then you have to commit absolutely everything you have to kill a hero, and then still lose the fight. That explains the silence. Or he's just really disappointed in my questioning. That could be it too. So, while we wait for ET to return, there is still some action going down here. DNM able to get the Blink initiation on to Katyu. They find that kill, and now they're going to look for Sebas as well, but there's that BKB being popped by the Tusk. They're still kind of chasing after him, though. He's going to have to snowball defensively. Guitarro's coming in here as well, but this is not looking good for him. Solar Guardian way too late to save the day. Guitarro will fall. Now, Oscar, you're kind of trapped in the middle of this fight as well. Forces out his BKB. That should allow him to make it back into the base, but why? That is an interesting TP attempt. Not going to work out for him. He dies on the steps of his own base. Sladen then gets taken out as well, and well, 5Rat with 4 kills and a clear teamfight win into an objective push.
Yeah, that's, I don't want to say that's it, but this is feeling like it might be over. Now Sebas in the base, he's going to get taken down as well. There's a reason why Oscar's not buying back. He's got nothing left to give, and I think this might resulted in this, a pretty much unwinnable game. The only way they win now, I feel like, is if Guitarro has another 2 items in his back pocket, but the Sven is not finding any more places to farm. Maybe they get a glimpse back onto speed here, but they can't glimpse back DNM, really. And they will try for it, but they need to hit this.
Okay. 4 staffs, though, are coming out. Mooz, hook shots in, make sure Guitarro can't chase, while Kits gets on the back line. Katyu gonna get taken down. Oscar now stunned and dropped. And yeah, this one's looking like it's just about over. They're gonna track Guitarro down here as well. Not able to actually finish him, though. Well, at least not yet, but there's the flare. Comes in, helps them finish the job. DNM has his reincarnate, so he's back up anyway, and Infamous not willing to throw out that GG just yet, but can't imagine they're going to have more than one more shot at this, if that, because the tier 4s are under attack, and there it is. The GG will be called.
Yeah, just too clean of a victory. Just felt like 5Rat got him right where they want him. Just almost baiting DNM pretty much the entire 20 minutes of this game up until the point where they started turning things around, but you know, sure, kill everybody